Hey, I'm Nathan, and the power of Lapis Lazuli has really been rocking my world. Lapis Lazuli is energy that's known in the crystal community, and I wanted to talk about it in this video and just some of the profound effects I've been experiencing and how this is manifested in my life. So, Lapis Lazuli, just slight info just for a second. It's actually considered a stone, and it's made up of three different crystals. So you've got calcite, you've got lazurite, and you've got also pyrite. And these are three energies that really synergize awesome together, and clearly that's the case because the universe has beamed them down into being created into one specific formation, which is lapis lazuli. Now, I've worked with it before, but as you guys know, sometimes different things resonate with you. Sometimes you put something down, sometimes you pick something up. But what's interesting is that I find that I end up resonating with certain energies that reflect who I am being right now. So, for example, if I'm being somebody that's going through some challenges, then I end up all of a sudden attracting or resonating with the crystal energy that resonates with challenges, right? Whatever those challenges might be for me, whatever energy it is that's behind those challenges, that's manifesting those situations, there will be a crystal energy that reflects and synergizes with that perfectly. And that's up for interpretation. I'm not going to dive into that too much in this video because it's not the real point. The point is that recently I've resonated with Lapis Lazuli again. And interesting thing about Lapis Lazuli is that it's known for helping someone to really see the truth within themselves and to be that truth and to speak it. And like pharaohs and stuff back in the day in Egypt, this was the stone for them. This was associated with royalty, and I think it's really cool that the royalty back then, they wore and resonated with such a specific frequency and energy that it was associated with them. The rulers back then were wearing an energy that really demanded the truth to be spoken. And so, anyways, that's just a little cool thing I wanted to share. So, why have I been experiencing such crazy things from the Lapis Lazuli? Um, it's an interesting question. Uh, I don't have the answer to that, but I do have some information to share about how it's been impacting my experience. So, Lapis Lazuli echoes for me to be able to speak my truth, and it really helps me to center myself with my center, right? So, I have this character that I am. This is often how I look at it, that life is kind of a show and we're all actors on this stage, and you could be anybody. Literally, you could be any role. That's up to you. It's your choice, right? And I've spent a lot of time in my life playing many different roles. I'm picking up different parts, having different interests. Now I'm going to do this. Now I'm going to do that. If you can relate, let me know below, because I know not everybody does that, but for me, that's been the biggest experience of my life, is picking up different parts and seeing what fits. And sometimes I've been confused because I don't know who I am, because it's clear to me that I could be anybody. Now, I ended up in this kind of episode where I was really confused, not knowing who I am. All of a sudden, Lapis Lazuli has resonated with me again, and I find myself wearing it, and I find that energy pulling me deep into myself. Now, I thought that what Lapis Lazuli would do, and what it stands for and symbolizes, and the effects that other people end up talking about and sharing, I thought what this was going to do was going to help me to speak my truth and to know exactly who I am, right? That it would help me to be this honest, genuine expression of myself. And this is exactly the case, but it's manifested in a totally different way than I thought it was. And that's what I wanted to share in this video that's really cool. The lapis lazuli isn't necessarily causing me to speak up and have a firmer understanding of who I am. It's more so kind of helping me to listen, not to speak, but to listen and to hear. And when I'm listening and I'm hearing, and there's this frequency, and I can literally hear it. It's not This is not a metaphor, it's not an analogy. This isn't just some concept that I'm trying to fit into a story. I'm literally hearing it. There's this frequency, there's these pitches of sound. And for me, they're shifting constantly based on what I've noticed. And my reflection is my vibe. My vibe, the frequency changes. It's like I'm walking through these portals and all of a sudden there's a different frequency that's the background of my experience. The Lapis Lazuli frequency is playing. And the more I listen to it, and the more I just allow myself to listen and not need to be the one speaking, allowing myself, I don't need to have the answers, right? I was confused. I didn't know who I am. I didn't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I was looking for the answers. I was being a seeker. Lapis Lazuli takes a different energetic position that is really helping me to relax into. And it's listen. Let life show me who I am, right? Let it all work for me. And this is interesting. I'm sure you're probably thinking, I hope you think this is interesting. I thought it was interesting enough to share in this video. That in listening, it's clear that honestly, I don't know who I am. And now I feel free again. A freedom that I hadn't felt in a long time. And I love it. Because there is truth. Lapis Lazuli really resonates with what truth really means and what truth really is. And I can't tell you what truth is. I don't know what truth is. And anytime I've known, or anytime I was trying to tell it, I was further away from it. The more I don't know, and I allow that to be, and I don't know, and I don't have the answers, and I don't need to speak anything, I don't need to teach anything to anyone, the silent truth, the silent teacher begins to work through me. But it already is. The silent teacher works through all things. The silent teacher is profound. The silent teacher is the best teacher in my experience here, because think about this. To me, the best teacher is one that you didn't even realize was there, and that you realize things for yourself and you learn them on your own, and you get to have that experience. Some teachers go around and they want to specifically tell you things and teach you things and tell you how it is. This is not Lapis Lazuli, guys. Lapis Lazuli has nothing to tell you. It has nothing to teach you. Lapis Lazuli has a more profound way of it. Lapis Lazuli is a silent teacher. The silent teacher that exists and is the truth. The kind of teacher that you can go about your life and learn things and grow and expand and realize things and everything around you. And you get to feel like you learned that yourself. The silent teacher doesn't need you to know that it's the one who taught you. The silent teacher just allows you to be and just allows you to learn. And this is what the Lapis Lazuli is echoing within me. It's like, wow, you know, for so long I've been feeling like I have so much that I want to give to you guys. I have so much that I want to be. I want to teach. I want to do all this stuff and add all this value to the world. But the value is already there. The lessons are already there. And it has nothing to do with me on this level. It has everything to do with who I really am. This kind of silent teacher. And Lapis Lazuli isn't, in my opinion, I'm really hearing it. It's not the energy of knowing the truth. It's not the energy of you speaking the truth. It's the energy of you allowing the truth to be spoken through you. Allowing it, right? You know what I'm saying? It's phenomenal. Lapis Lazuli, another thing about it, is it has a way of really bringing up some For me, it brings up a lot of uncomfortable feelings. Now, when I feel these uncomfortable feelings, the way that I've looked at it before is that Lapis Lazuli has this vibe about it. And when you're wearing it and you're allowing that energy to be part of your experience and you're allowing that portal and that door to be open for you, it's cool, because it's like all these things that don't resonate with this power that you're allowing to grow in your life, they don't just disappear. What happens is you start to listen more. You stop trying to speak over everything. Because when you're constantly trying to talk and you're constantly thinking over everything and you're constantly grabbing life by the throat and you're constantly understanding and knowing and trying to create from this level and trying to be the one who's in charge of everything, you can't hear who you really are. You can't hear the real magic that's taking place. And so Lapis Lazuli doesn't cause these things to just instantly disappear, like they no longer exist. It helps me to see those things for what they really are. My own confusion. My own confusion of trying so hard. And when you see that, it's something about seeing it for what it is. I don't understand it. There's something about seeing it for what it is. All of a sudden, all this energy of agitation and resistance instantly becomes peace. It's like transmutation. But the thing that I was kind of incorrect about and confused about with transmutation is I thought I needed to be the one to transmute things. Here's what I want to transmute. I'm going to focus and I'm going to transmute it. But it's kind of the opposite is what I'm experiencing, at least right now, in my experience that I wanted to share with you guys. It's not about I need to transmute it. It's just seeing it for what it is, and the transmutation kind of just happens on its own. It's not me that transmutes it. It's more so me that lets go so that the transmutation can take place. And it's this peace, and it's this free energy, and it's this abundant flow. And it's absolutely fantastic. And the power of Lapis Lazuli is no joke. In my life, it is no joke. In my experience, it's no joke. It's real, and it facilitates this profound door to me. I mean, how freaking cool is that? That magic is real, and that I can literally put on this literally $22 necklace. $22, guys. That's what I spent on this Lapis Lazuli necklace, okay? And that's not the point. The money's not the point. But the point is that for just simply just that much, a simple amount, and the value that I'm able to receive and experience is far beyond any material wealth or material cost. That to me is so cool. That in something so simple, something so pure and perfect, that I didn't have to create this, is already created. Nature did it on its own. And that's the magic of it. And I can put that on. And the nature that allows everything to be doesn't try to create itself. It just already is. The flow took place that way, and so here it is. I'm the same way. I'm just here. I've already been created. The flow is happening. I can allow it to be. I can allow myself to be. I can really just be. And I don't have to know the truth, and I don't have to speak the truth. I just am. I am the truth happening. I am nature exploring and flowing and growing. Everything's going great, guys. Even when it's not, it's like this energy. I can see that the things that weren't going great or aren't, or the resistance that I'm feeling, is literally just my inability to see with clarity what's really happening. Because all my problems in this moment right now are very clear to have been, simply put, me not seeing them for what they are. My own confusion. The confusion is the energy of not allowing what is to be. And this is what Lapis Lazuli really has this door open for me, is that I can be the truth, but I don't have to be it on this level. I don't have to focus on being the truth. I don't have to work at it. I just am. I already am. Ah, you feel that? And so it is. So if you love Lapis Lazuli, what is this energy to you? What does working with Lapis Lazuli bring about for you? What kind of portal does this open in your reality? I'm absolutely feeling so much love for Lapis Lazuli, and I would love to hear from you about what this means for you. So thanks for watching. Thank you for taking a moment to go below and like this video. It actually does help the content, believe it or not. I know sometimes people don't realize that, but I appreciate you taking that second. And I'll see you for the next crystal video. And thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you soon, and much love.